Hey guys, it's been probably like 2 weeks since I've vlogged, and so Valentine's Day happened, and that was really nice and lovely. I'll get to that in a moment. Just trying to think if there's anything pertinent that I had left out last time, and I don't think so. So I'm just gonna go into it. I left off on my last one complaining about school, and that hasn't really gotten better. It's super busy and um, all that jazz. Super time consuming, super exhausting. I'm just busy and tired all the time. And I'm like constantly working on stuff, so it's just like, that's okay. Um, so on the ninth, yeah, on the ninth, I think. Um, my friend Arcella and I talked about tattoos, and we decided to. No, it couldn't have been the ninth. It must have been like the 4th. I don't know. My friend and I decided that we were going to get tattoos on Friday the 13th. And like we didn't decide on like matching tattoos or anything. We just wanted to go get tattoos together because it's fun to get tattoos with people without like necessarily getting the same tattoo and being all like, oh, we're gonna be best friends forever and stuff. That'd be great if we were best friends forever because she's really wonderful. I loved ourselves so much. But yeah. So like we decided that we were gonna get tattoos at the same time. And she wanted to go somewhere called the Skin Kitchen in Des Moines. That ended up not happening exactly. She was having a hard time just finalizing her idea, and because we're both artists, so we want to design our tattoos and stuff. So like she just had a tough time finalizing it, and so instead of rushing into it, she just decided to wait to get her tattoo. I had designed my tattoo already, and like I designed it Monday. I designed it on the 9th, I'm pretty sure. Because it was a Monday, because it was during Randy's D&D campaign. I was doodling, and I drew this really cool kind of tribal-esque heart. And so I was like, well, I have my design, and it's Friday the 13th, and I got a tattoo about this time last year. I'm just gonna go get it. So I called around a couple places. It was like either places were booked or they were doing Friday the 13th specials, and like it had to be special designs and stuff. So I was lucky enough to get in at this place called Velvet Lotus Tattoo. And she got me in right away. Like I had 10 minutes to get dressed and over there, which worked great though. But yeah, so I got my tattoo. It is elsewhere. That was a text from my sister. Anyway, but yeah, so I got a tattoo on Friday the 13th. That was fun. Valentine's Day ended up being really lovely. So I had been planning a scavenger hunt for Randy and making crafts and everything. And I have pictures of the crafts, but I don't have them anymore because I gave them to him and they're in his dorm. And he likes them a lot, and that makes me so happy. But I did finish everything. And so scavenger hunt I was worried about it because I wasn't sure if Randy's roommate would let me in while Randy was busy. And I also had work, so like I had to leave work to go set up the scavenger hunt while Randy was gone. But Randy was so on Saturdays Randy's in Brandon's D&D campaign. So that's great. Like from 10 to 3 or however many hours it is, he's out of the room. And so that was nice that he was out of the room, and that was convenient. Like I didn't have to ask someone to get him out of the room. So the mic let me in, and I set up. I had made 15. I'd written yeah, I wrote 15 little cards, and I hid them throughout the room. And I also, so the roses were lovely. I put the first card with the roses, and and then I hid two cards in the secret compartment book because it had two compartments. So on the top one, I had rolled up paper roses for him that were made out of the pages I had cut out of the H.P. Lovecraft book. And that was fun, actually. It was great. And so that was in the top compartment. The second compartment was the booklet for Metal Gear Solid Legacy Collection, because that was another gift that I had done for him. Well, gotten for him, because I didn't do anything with that other than buy it. So, yeah. And then I hid the nail piece behind the curtain with the card, and I hid the canvas piece in his closet with the card. And it was really funny because he found the canvas piece 2 days later, but he found all the cards, and I had taped the card onto his canvas piece. I'm like, how did you find the card but not the canvas piece? That doesn't make any sense. Well, that's how it was, and it was kind of adorable, actually. And then after work, I picked him up, and he gave me my present, which was this wonderful, super fluffy, dark blue robe. I really like it. And it's really sweet because we'd been cuddling a couple weeks prior, probably, and like I went to go put on a robe, and I had just said, kind of dreamily or randomly, I really miss having a big fluffy robe that I could just put on, because I have a lot of nice silk robes, but it's different. It's a nice fluffy robe. And that was just something he remembered, and so he went and fulfilled a wish for me. And it was really sweet. And then I cooked him dinner because I was so busy making stuff and whatnot that I was like, I didn't make reservations anywhere, and I'm really glad that I didn't, because I was really tired on Valentine's Day. So we just had a night in, and it was really, really nice to be able to relax and just watch. I watched him play Metal Gear Solid for a while. And then I don't remember what we did after that. We had an early night, actually. We went to bed really early, probably 10. But yeah, it was nice. Valentine's Day was really nice. Yeah, I'm all happy. And then this past weekend, Randy went to Illinois. And I had gone to Illinois from Thursday to Friday, and then he left Friday, 3 a.m. on Friday. And then he got back today around 4 while I was at work. So it was the first time since we've started seeing each other that much time has gone by since we'd seen each other. And it wasn't hard. I missed him. And it's really sweet because he said twice today, while he was here and I was here, that he missed me. And that made me really happy because, I don't know, it's really nice to know it's a mutual longing and missing of each other. And that made me happy. I'm not happy that he, missed me, but I'm happy that we both felt the same way. I'm really super excited for spring break. I'm crazy. Super crazy. Um, so my mentality with Randy right now is that even if this is a temporary fling, or, even if we do end up dating, who knows what's going to happen when I go to Italy next fall? Who knows what's going to happen at the end of graduation? Because he's moving to Europe. And I may not be able to. I may not want to. We may not even like be together all the way up through that. So like it's just it's so in the air. It could go so many places and in so many ways. Um, but my mentality lately is just let's make the best of the time that we do have together, the time that we are enjoying each other. So, I mean, it would be impossible for me to be this crazy wonderful and all this stuff going into whatever it is he and I have, expecting it to last forever. I'm at the point where it's like, something could happen today, something could happen tomorrow, where it's like that is such a deal breaker, or whatever. Like it's so, because we're not committed to each other, it makes me feel like we can have even more fun sometimes. Like, I went all out Valentine's Day. I had never done a scavenger hunt. I'd never made so many gifts. I'd never made Valentine's Day that special because all my exes have, not really been into Valentine's Day. And I love Valentine's Day. So, like, I asked Randy back in, like, January, like, you don't hate Valentine's Day, do you? And he's like, no, I don't really get it, but, like, I don't hate it. So then I decided to make it super special for him, and he really liked it. He, like, a couple days later, he sent me a text. He's like, can I just say that you really blew Valentine's Day out of the park or whatever? It's like, that made it so worth it. And who knows if we'll have another Valentine's Day together. It'd be great, but that may not be the case. I don't know. So, whatever happens, I just want us to keep having fun and enjoying this for as long as it will last. So for spring break, I booked us a room at the Hard Rock Hotel for a night. From Wednesday to Thursday. And I'm so excited. Like, I still need to plan the rest of, well, not the, so here's the thing, like, the rest of so Wednesday and some of Thursday will be just us. And I need to plan that. And then Friday I was going to meet Matt for lunch, but I don't know if that's going to happen because Matt and I are like at this really weird point where he wants a sexual friendship and I'm monogamous with Randy. Like, he's the only person I'm seeing and having sex with and like all that stuff. So I just want to be friends. And even if I wasn't monogamous with Randy, like I really just want to be friends with Matt right now. And that's just how it is. But on Friday I'm getting my hair cut, and on Saturday Randy and I are doing a double date with my sister and Caleb, and yeah, it's gonna be great. So like Randy's gonna have plenty of time with me, and he's gonna have plenty of time with his family because he's really close to his mom. So I'm super excited, and part of me is really wishing that like he'll invite me to meet his mom and stepdad. I mean, I can understand if he doesn't. I'm not gonna like ask him to, but like it would be really cool if like he introduced me to them. Who knows? It's a month away. But yeah, like I'm just really excited for spring break, and I mean, school is stressful, and I've got a lot on my mind regarding school. I've I've been stressed out, but things are getting better, and I'm working on everything. I'm doing my best, and I've got great support, friends, family, and Randy. So Randy has this friend named Jacob. Randy and Jacob's younger brother are planning on getting an apartment together next semester. Next semester, next year, whatever. And Jacob has a girlfriend named Amelia, and Amelia and Jacob are in Randy's D&D campaign. So I've met them quite a few times on Mondays. And Amelia is just this amazing, wonderful person. She came over yesterday, and we baked cookies together. We baked monster cookies, and we watched Road to El Dorado, and we started watching FMA Brotherhood, and she taught me how to knit. Like, this is definitely a work in progress, and I'm probably going to redo it, but like, look, I'm making something. I'm trying to make a scarf. But like, look, she's teaching me how to do this, and it's so cool. And like, this is alpaca wool that her grandma got for her, but like, she has really sensitive skin, so she like can't totally use it. So she's letting me use it, and it's super sweet, and she's super nice, and I'm really happy like that I met her and that she wanted to hang out and that we actually hung out, and it's great. I'm excited to see her tomorrow. Yeah, and like Randy and I have gone on a couple double dates in a way with Brandy and his love interest. I don't know if they're actually like dating or not, but her name's Elise, and it's just so much fun. Like, I'm really happy. And at the same time, I get to spend time with like my friends, like Chris and Darcel, and I get to spend time with Darcel's boyfriend Josh sometimes. It's just great. Everything is really lovely, and I get to see family still. Like, when I go home from that Thursday to Friday, like, since it's such a short trip, like, I don't, miss Randy that much. We have days where we don't. Lately, we haven't really had days where we don't see each other. We see each other almost every day. But like during spring break, there would be a couple days between sometimes. Like, it'd be every other day ish. So yeah, like, it wasn't that big of a deal when I go home because it's a brief period. But yeah, like, Randy had. So sometimes, if Randy spends the night on Monday or Wednesday, I'll let him sleep in, or Sunday or Saturday. So if Randy spends the night on a day that I have to get up before he does, I give him the option of like just taking my spare key and locking up when he leaves. And now he is keeping my spare key, and I really like that. Like, I think it's really sweet. Like, I don't consider it moving super fast because, like, I did mention to him, it's like, how do you feel about having a spare key? Is that weird or anything for you? And he was like, I like it because it's pretty convenient. Just because our schedules don't always line up perfectly. And I was like, yeah, that's true. They don't. Like, sometimes he'll come over on Wednesdays, and I don't get home until 5:30 on Wednesdays because I have a class that gets out at like 5:20. And he gets off of work at 5, and he lives 2-3 blocks down the hall, or down the road. He works, really close to where I live, so like sometimes he'll just come here after work, and he'll wait for me, and it's like, it's nice. It does work very conveniently. And then, of course, me being crazy and looking into everything, I'm just like, oh, it's also really sweet. Like, I like it. It makes me happy. But he was really, reasonable, I guess. Like, when I mentioned it to him, he's like, how do you feel about it? If you want it back, just say so. You don't have to explain it. I won't ask questions. I'll give you your key back. And I really respected that, and I really appreciated it. Because it was like, thanks for not making it awkward. That's awesome. But I told him you know, I agree that it makes life super convenient for us, and honestly, I trust him enough. I trust him a lot. Um, and I like that he has a key to my place. Yeah. I feel like I could go on, but I'm over 20 minutes technically, so I'm gonna stop. Bye, guys.